Hey guys, it's Kelly from Awakened Health Abundant Life, and today I want to talk to you about your immune system. And I want to share a few things with you that maybe you didn't know and that you should be aware of as we go into cooler weather. If you live in a place where we have cooler weather. And so I want to explain this to you about this virus, the COVID virus. It's a cold virus, meaning that it incubates in places where it's colder than your body temperature, right? That's why it goes into the lungs and could potentially multiply there and um, get through the lining of the lungs, where then it causes problems and opens you up to other infections and things like that. And so if you have a really strong immune system, you're probably not going to notice if you get the virus, or you might just get a few symptoms here and there. But the virus, what happens is it gets into the lungs, and then it can work through the protective layer in the lungs and get into your body. And when that protective layer in the lungs is broken, then you've opened yourself up to bacteria in other types of respiratory illnesses. And so that's why we see it get kind of yucky and hairy for some people, because not only do they have now these like pockets that are filling with fluid, but then they've opened themselves up to other types of infections, so they can have multiple infections happening. But if you have a strong immune system, you don't really need to worry about that. And the thing is, a lot of people think that they have a really strong immune system, but what I want to give you is a way to gauge yourself and check yourself, because you can have a really healthy lifestyle and still not really have a very strong immune system. Okay. I recently got this viral thing and I thought I had a really strong immune system, but then I checked a few places in my life and I realized that some places in my life were out of balance and that were contributing to my immune system not being strong. So I was thankful for that awareness. So let me give you a few places that you need to check, things that affect your immune system. One is, how are you eating? Okay, your body needs unprocessed, organic, clean fruits, vegetables. It needs clean water. It needs a lot of water. It needs, if you're eating devitalized foods, the man-made foods, anything that comes in a package, if you're eating all cooked foods, it's that are man-made, it's a lot of toxicity for your immune system to deal with. Every time you put toxins and chemicals into your body, through the food that you're eating, your immune system has to take care of that. And that takes away from what your immune system needs to be doing. So if you can eat really clean, healthy food, it's going to give your body the vital nutrients that it needs in order to keep your immune system strong. A lot of our food is devitalized now, unfortunately, even the fruits and vegetables. So it's a great time of year, and I think we should always do this, to supplement. Whether you're using superfoods, vitamin C, vitamin D are really must-have things that you need to get into your body. So supplementing those things. A really, really good raw multivitamin is good. Adaptogens are good, the deep mushrooms, turkey tail, chaga, reishi, things like that. So that's one thing. What are you putting into your body? And your water. Are you moving? Your lymphatic system flushes itself out by movement. It doesn't have its own pump. It needs you. It needs your breath. And it needs you to move it. And so exercise, where you're getting your heart rate up a little bit so you're getting that oxygen exchange, is necessary. Your lungs are part of your elimination process. Your blood is filtered through your lungs. If you've got dirty blood, you need more oxygen. We need a lot of oxygen. Well, not a lot, but enough every day to pump and get that lymphatic fluid cleaned up. That lymphatic fluid is like chomping and collecting things all day long, and it's got to have a way to clean itself out. So movement is not an option. It's a must-have, okay? The other place we want to look, so we have movement, or you're putting into your body, what's coming out of your body. So elimination. If your elimination is not consistent, you're gonna end up with problems. And if you're already like tired and kind of foggy and don't have a lot of energy, then your elimination system is probably backed up. Why is it backed up for most people? Because we eat like shit. We have a devitalized diet. We eat a lot of man-made, overly processed food that takes a long time for our bodies to break down and digest and then get out of the body. Okay? Our enzymatic processes are broken down. They're used up from feeding ourselves not good food. You know, if you eat a lot of fat or a lot of protein, or you have in the past, your enzymatic processes are probably not up to snuff. So doing a nice cleanse for yourself is going to be helpful, meaning eating light foods, get some papaya, some pineapple, things that have natural enzymes to start to get your own digestive processes working again and get that digestion fire really burning. Your lymphatic system, when it collects everything, it's supposed to then dump into the digestive tract to then be eliminated. But if your digestive tract is already full and not moving, if that lymphatic system dumps in there, you're gonna feel even worse. So what happens is the lymphatic fluid can actually dump into the lungs, which gives us this sense of congestion and heaviness. We're not getting enough oxygen and we're tired. And so these are processes that you really need to know about. I mean, these are the basics of health that they should have taught us way back when. And these are really things that you need to, as an adult, take responsibility for yourself and change your lifestyle. It's really simple, but you're going to feel a lot better. So breathing is one of those things too, right? Deep breathing, getting your heart rate up. When you're sitting, doing some deep breathing, getting that oxygen moving to get everything pumping. Really important, okay? And the last component that you want to look at is your stress. And if you're doing all the other things really well, but you have stress, your stress is going to collapse and like zero out all the other things you're doing for your body. Your stress takes your immune system down to like zero. In fact, they actually inject stress hormone into people who are getting organ transplants so that their immune system won't start to attack the organ. That's how powerful stress is at suppressing your immune system, okay? And so you've got to look in your life and see what's stressing you out. What is taking up space in your mind? Is it a relationship? Is it your kids? What are you worried about? Is it the money? Is it what's happening out in the world? Are you frustrated with your body? Are you frustrated with your business? Are you frustrated with yourself and your self-concept? What do you have stress around? Again, this is responsibility. You guys are adults. You've got to look at this stuff because there's no reason for you to have a compromised immune system. There's no reason to go out in the world and be scared if we can just learn how to take care of our bodies. But this is really the time to do it because we're coming into colder weather and you don't want to be, having all these viruses come at you and you not being able to handle it, okay? But if you take care of these things, you're going to be just fine. I promise you're going to be just fine, but you can't not take care of these things, okay? And let me put sleep on this list of musts. Sleep, good sleep, restorative sleep is a must. So if you're not sleeping, there are some tweaks that you can make to make sure that you do sleep. And I can share those with you. So these are the 4 or 5 components of your immune system, what you need to be super healthy. And really, again, we want to look at, you can assess all those areas and see at what percentage your immune system is functioning so that you can go into colder weather without worrying about things, without freaking out about stuff, without, living in your home and hiding out forever. It's not necessary. It's not necessary when you know how your body works. You can get it back into balance. So if you have questions about that, reach out. I'm offering immune system analysis of all of those areas, even the stressful areas, to help you see what those might be, how they're affecting your health and what to do about it, as well as we'll look at all the other areas and see what changes we can make and what alterations you can make to really optimize your immunity going forward. And this is stuff you should do anyways. Because it brings longevity to your system. You're going to have more energy. You're going to have more mental clarity. You're going to have more You're going to have more stamina. You're going to have more motivation to do things. And these are things that we want anyways. These are ways that we should take care of our body anyway. So what a blessing to have this little virus come in and be like the catalyst or the impetus to get us to take better care of ourselves so we can have better lives and stop living lifestyles that bring us down. Your life is either feeding you or it's breaking you down. And most people, I see them live a life that's breaking them down because they're not eating right. They're stress eating, they're stress drinking, they're not moving, they're not breathing, and they're full of stress. And that's going to get us sick. All right. So for your own overall well-being, these are things that you should do anyways, and you should do for yourself anyways, as a foundation. So if you're interested in that, let me know. I'm offering a special, just $99 for this whole entire assessment, as well as what you need to do to optimize yourself. All right, so reach out to me at www.kellymlibby.com, or you can message me, and I hope to see you soon, and I wish you all the best health, happiness, joy, and epic lives ever. All right, bye guys.